Okay, so now that you've read the passage, we are going to answer these questions on here, and kind of go through it with me and your thoughts and where maybe you might have found it within the passage. So the first question is one of the most famous lines from the president's speech is, "The torch has been passed to a new generation of Americans. Explain in your own words what he means." So we obviously know if it says explain in your own words, we're not going to take anything verbatim from the passage. It's going to have to be something that you generate. So what do you think was meant by the torch is being passed to a new generation of Americans?
I would say probably the torch will refer to being like he's passing on like a leadership role to the younger people of America.
Okay. Why do you think that? What kind of gives you that inclination? Like, what is symbolic of a torch that would make you think that?
Well, I just kind of thought like, the president being in a position of power, and he's talking about passing something down that would, mean like he was passing on responsibilities. And
Okay. So what is the torch and why does it apply to President Kennedy?
I mean, I would say the torch is like.
You said power. Okay, we
Yeah.
can go with that. So you think it's passing power, but why does it apply to President Kennedy? Why do you think? I mean, based on the passage that you read and the things that he had to say to the American people.
I would say probably because he was the youngest president ever elected. And being born, in the 20th century, I would say that he can relate more to the younger people.
Okay.
So.
And he's kind of like closing that generational gap of.
Right.
And that's why the power is being passed over. Okay. All right. Makes sense. Our next question is, President Kennedy reminds his audience that those who foolishly sought power by riding the back of the tiger ended up inside. What do you think the tiger represents in this case? Last time we were talking about the torch and it being power. What do you think that the tiger is representing in this portion of his speech?
I would say the tiger represents like the community or like us as people.
Okay. How do you think that relates to supporting our freedom?
I mean, we choose who is elected for the most part, and if there was to be like a president come into power and try to run things without the support of people, he'd be seen more as like a dictator and not somebody who supports the people.
Okay, so you think maybe instead of the people at being the tiger, maybe he was referring to, well, I guess it could be the people. So if this dictator came to power, what do you think the people would do, or how would the tiger react?
I mean, it would be anarchy. They would, try to rise against the dictator.
Okay, you think they would kind of go after him and revolt? Okay, all right. Well, I like that you took your time and read back through the passage before answering and kind of used some symbolic representation.